Good morning. It's April 26th, Friday. I'm going to weigh in. Not too sure what this will look like, but 323. That's a pretty big gain. Okay, well, definitely not great, but we'll work on that. Good morning again. I guess I just want to talk about that weigh-in. The weigh-in was the worst one I've had yet. From last Friday, that's a 6.8 pound gain, almost 7 pound gain. That's kind of insane. Like, I didn't know I was capable of gaining that much weight in 1 week. I'm thinking probably a lot of it's water weight. I know water weight tends to fluctuate plus or minus 5 pounds. Um, it's depressing, disappointing. Um, Kind of makes me feel like I want to give up on trying to lose weight, but I'm not doing that. So I have to evaluate what I've been doing, the way I've been thinking, and change it. Because I will lose this weight. Um, so I think the biggest thing to take away from this is not giving up on the weight loss. I mean, it takes, I don't know how long to get down. It took like 3 weeks to get down. Last week was at 316.6 weight. And I've gained 7 pounds. It's like, I feel like I've erased the past 3 weeks in losing weight. Um, so that's why it's disappointing to see that number. But like I said, I think a lot of it's probably water weight. So, regardless of whatever it is, I'm not going to give up. And that's the biggest thing to not give in to, is giving up. Um, Definitely, I haven't been doing the intermittent fasting. I've been snacking or eating stuff after 2 p.m. I think that helped me a lot. I need to be more consistent with that. Haven't been working out. Um, Need to be consistent with weight training. So, I don't really know why I've kind of been slacking with that stuff. I guess, I don't know. Maybe it's just laziness. I'm not sure. But just got to learn from it, I guess, and evolve and move on. So, here's to a better next Friday. So, I was about to make myself a BLT wrap, but this bacon smells disgusting. Like, it smells like manure. When pork smells that way, I think it's normal, but I'm not eating it. It's disgusting. I can't get over that smell. So, we'll have something else. Alright, so I chose this instead. This is the Chobani Greek plain yogurt with some raspberries. I mixed in monk fruit sweetener into the yogurt also. This cheese was BOGO at Publix. Barakasi. I don't know how you pronounce that. I guess it's German. It's pretty good though. Did I say it was BOGO at Publix? It was BOGO. That's good. Hey, so I'm getting in a little evening walk. I've been inside all day and I want to get out and do a little bit of exercise. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to aim for 5 times around the block. So we'll see. So I just got back from my walk. I did twice around the block. It was getting dark, mosquitoes, you know, excuses, I guess. But anyway, at least it was something. Tomorrow I'll try to do better. Um, today, uh, today's been pretty good. It was a lot better than yesterday, that's for sure. Um, Trying to think of what I had for breakfast and lunch. Well, for lunch, so for lunch I just showed the image of a salad. I was on a call and I couldn't record. Um, so I just took a quick snapshot of it. But I got some pre-shredded romaine. I think it was a blend of like romaine and green leaf lettuce. Um, I think it was BOGO at Publix. I don't know. The lettuce, it's supposed to be fresh, but it didn't look fresh. And that bag stuff is trash, I think. But anyway, I used that lettuce and then I put tomato on it. Tomato, onion, shredded some, I think it was sharp cheddar cheese. It was BOGO at Publix also. Guacamole, and I used 2 different types of Primal Kitchen salad dressing. I used up the rest of the poppy seed one that I had. Then I used, I think it's called Green Goddess. The poppy seed one was super thick. I don't know if maybe I didn't mix it enough before I used it, but it's like real thick. Of the two, I think I like the poppy seed flavor more. Um, what else did I put on this salad? I had leftover rotisserie chicken that I threw on it too. So it was pretty good salad. Oh yeah, for breakfast, I was going to make another BLT with the leftover bacon, but that bacon smelled disgusting this morning. I noticed like a slight smell yesterday, and I guess I wanted to ignore it because bacon's expensive and I wanted to use it. Um, but it definitely wasn't as bad as it was this morning. This morning was disgusting. I googled it, and I guess you could eat it. It's called boar taint. Just the name doesn't make me want to eat it. Supposedly, it's like I think when they go to kill the hog, um, like if it's not killed right away, it'll release some hormones that cause that smell. There's some other reasons for it, but yeah, it was gross though. So I didn't eat that. I had yogurt and raspberries instead. My arm's getting tired already. Um, and then I stopped eating well, I think I finished that salad like around 2:30 ish, and after that I stopped eating. Um, so trying to get back to intermittent fasting. Although tomorrow I won't be intermittent fasting unless I don't know if I'm not hungry tomorrow morning, then I'm not going to force myself to eat something. I'll just probably eat when I'm hungry tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going out with the family to Kobe's Steakhouse. It's like hibachi. It's primarily hibachi, but they have other stuff there also. So we're doing that tomorrow around 5. So I won't be fasting. But I know just today what I've been thinking about is how to better myself. Like, I don't know, this probably sounds, well, I don't know, it's weird. It might be weird. But when I was at the dentist, the dentist, he was an Asian guy. Not that that really has anything to do with it, but like I just noticed how healthy he looked. Like his skin looked clear, and he just looked like he was healthy. And I was just thinking, like, I wonder what his daily routine is like. Um, I'm sure he must work out at least once a day. He probably wakes up early in the morning to work out. I mean, I've thought about doing that myself, but just I've got to wake up at 5 as it is. To wake up an hour or two earlier than that, I can't do it. But so I'm just thinking about ways that I can try to improve myself, things that I want to actually do. Um, even if I don't wake up super early and work out in the morning, I think what I can do is try to do cardio, or if I can get a weight resistance training in early in the day, then do that. But I'm just thinking to just do the workout as early as possible, rather than waiting like tonight. I was doing nothing. I was sitting here watching YouTube. I'm like, I need to do something today. I just can't be sedentary all day. So I walked around the block twice. Um, so I don't know, I'm wanting to improve the physical activity. Um, I feel like I'm sure you've heard of the saying, fake it till you make it. I feel like I want to create this persona, I guess a fake persona, you could say. But I mean, it won't be fake if you actually make it come true. Um, it's like I feel like you have to create this persona of the person you want to be, like the doctor. It's like I don't really know what his daily routine is like, but I can kind of guess and I can create a routine that I think is healthy and I think I can do. It's like one of them being working out early, um, and not like huge things. Like there's a lot of small things. Like one example is I was watching some videos on YouTube, and this doctor um, I follow her on Facebook, but she's also on YouTube. Doctor, I think her first name's Betsy. I forget her last name, but anyway, I was watching just videos, and something that she said she does is she doesn't leave a dish in her sink before she goes to sleep. Whereas I procrastinate washing dishes. Um, so I just want to change like small things like that. That's like making your bed before or when you wake up. Um, I've never been good at that. I I don't know. I personally don't plan on starting to do that because I've never made my bed. Maybe I should, but that wasn't on my list. Washing dishes, I think, is important. Um, so just little things like that, and also just treating myself better and being kinder to myself, talking better self talk, and just physically treating myself better too, like taking care of myself better. Not just in eating, but like in how I dress and how I maintain like the self grooming, making sure I shave regularly, and just doing things that improve health. Like I haven't really looked into it, but maybe using some sort of like um I don't even know what you call it, creamer, moisturizer on skin to make skin healthier. Doing stuff like that. What else? I was thinking of something else. Oh, that's just like clothing also. I think because I'm heavier, I tend to be less likely to buy new clothes. One reason is because it's difficult to shop for clothes. Um, they're expensive. Larger size clothes are expensive. Uh, I usually don't like the way I look in any clothes. I don't like seeing the fat folds of fat on my body, so clothes are like something that I typically try to not ignore, but I don't focus on too much. It's like I'll wear whatever as long as it looks halfway decent. And like if I'm going somewhere or out for work, it's like I'm not. I don't really make a big deal about it, but I think I should change that for myself. I think definitely how you present yourself speaks a lot about yourself. So part of changing that persona and being a different type of person, I think, includes that. Because I mean, ultimately, when you're trying to change your lifestyle, it's like I feel like I'm just in this lifestyle of thinking so much about food. Like I've talked to a couple people, and they both have said how, like, when you go out to eat at a restaurant or do stuff with family, um, it, you don't have to be so focused on the food. You can rather be focused on the people. And I feel like for so much of my life is just like visiting friends, family, holidays, special occasions, whatever. It's like it always has to focus around food, and which is probably normal for a lot of Americans and a lot of people in general. I know my Filipino friend that's custom in their culture also, so it's a normal thing to do. But I think what's not normal is just like focusing on, like, I feel like the food is the star. It's like talking to friends, family, and just conversing is takes a back seat for some reason. Like the primary thing is the food. And I don't know, I feel like that's the wrong way to be. Um, at least in my mind. Like in my mind, when I'm at a function like that, I, for some reason, give myself permission to eat whatever I want to eat. It's like, um, I feel like for some reason I'm going to miss out or I'm not going to fully experience the occasion if I don't eat whatever I want to eat and eat until I'm completely stuffed and feel sick and physically just feel terrible. Like I can't move, like shirts rolled tight, pants are rolled tight. You just have to sit down and can barely breathe. It's like I hate feeling like that. And I don't know why I let myself do that sometimes. I mean, I haven't done that lately, but I'm just thinking about times like Thanksgiving or Christmas when I think a lot of us do that. Um, so I think I want to get out of that mentality of thinking it's like I'm not even sure if I'm cognizant of what I'm doing it. I mean, I'm not. It's just autopilot mode. I feel like when it's a holiday, I don't give any thought to the food. I just think about what I want to eat. I crave the carbs and the sugar, and I think of all the delicious food, and that's all I'm thinking about. I just want to consume, 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 and I need to stop doing that. And it's difficult to stop because I feel like I said, it's autopilot mode. It's like it's my default. My default mode is just consume, feel good, and just eat whatever I want to eat. And for all my life, I've been like that. I think also when we're younger, you don't really think about what you're eating. When you're younger, you can usually eat anything and not have any physical repercussions of it. Um, so I think definitely as we age, that changes. Um, changes as we age, and of course changes because we realize we want to be healthier. It affects our health as we age, so you have to be more aware of that. And because that transition, at least for me, no one's really told me, hey, you have to really transition your diet, the way you eat, the way you think about food. It has to be done. It's like you can't be. I feel obsessed over food. Like I feel like food is an idol almost. It's like you worship food. It's all you think about, and like you give yourself into it. So changing that mentality, like I haven't figured it out yet. I think the first part of changing is at least being aware of what you're doing. So I'm trying to become aware. I hope I'm becoming aware. I hope I can be more cognizant of what I'm eating when I go out with friends, whatever. It's like if someone the other day, a friend, wasn't the other day, it was yesterday. Um, yeah, I mean, he wanted to take me out for my birthday dinner, which was awesome. He asked me where I wanted to go. He's willing to go anywhere. And in the first place, I recommend it's like I've been wanting to try this Korean barbecue place in Tampa. It wasn't the healthiest. I knew that. But I also knew how I felt over the past week, and I knew that I didn't want to eat a bunch of crap to make me feel like that again. But what I did eat wasn't exactly healthy. But so I don't know. I feel like I don't know. The food almost has this grip over me that I can't control. It's like when it comes to food, I have no control over it. Yeah, I know I do. But it's like, why can't I choose? He was willing to go anywhere. Why can't I choose somewhere healthier? Why do I always insist on trying new food? I mean, it's understandable how you want to try a new restaurant, try new food, try something interesting. But I think I just have to realize at this point, right now, it's like I have to focus on losing weight. And I have to focus on eating natural foods, nothing ultra processed. The ultra processed food is also putting on the weight, it's not just the carbs. Ultra processed food makes us crave it more, makes us think about it and crave it more, and also as we're eating it, we tend to eat more of it also. It's like when you go to a Chinese restaurant or a McDonald's, it's like I can eat like a couple of Big Macs, still feel hungry afterwards. I can go to a Chinese buffet and load up on a bunch of fried food and still feel hungry maybe an hour or two afterwards. So when you eat that much, you shouldn't eat for the rest of the day. But I think the ultra processed food and carbs and sugar causes that. So I don't know. It's just I'm really trying to figure out how I can like break. I feel like this bondage of food. It's like food doesn't have to consume my life this much. Um, I'm not going to miss out in life if I don't eat a certain type of food. You know, I don't know why I think that so much. It's like I'm missing out on life if I don't eat what I want to eat. It's crazy, but I don't know. It has to change. I know definitely I'm getting older. Just turned 39. Um, I've always heard like after you hit 40, it's harder to lose the weight. But I don't know if I really believe that. I think it all depends on your exercise activity and what you're eating. Biggest thing ultimately. So, but as you age, it definitely affects your body. Whereas on your joints, like I've got scoliosis, so it definitely doesn't help with that. Trying to walk around and after a while being in back pain is terrible. Um, so I know I need to lose it, and I know that giving up a meal, a meal here or there, isn't going to be the end of my life. It's like I have to get out of that mentality, thinking that I have to enjoy something good. Well, that's probably a wrong mentality too, because you know, I think that I have to have sugar or carbs or ultra processed food to enjoy something. I think that's just a habit that I'm in also, and I've been thinking of I don't know what exactly, but just trying to find more unprocessed organic foods to enjoy. Like I would love to find a restaurant or restaurants or recipes, whatever, that just use more natural foods and the flavor from these natural foods rather than it be ultra processed. Um, I don't know. I just feel like there's not as many restaurants that specialize in using whole ingredients as opposed to like ultra processed stuff. Especially fast food. It's like your only option is a salad, and even then, the salad's usually bland, and the dressing is all soy oil, canola oil, some sort of seed oil, vegetable oil, ultra processed trash. Um, so yeah, I was thinking about that, and I would like to learn how to just cook healthier, like not necessarily healthier, but cook more with natural foods and kind of enhancing the natural food flavor as opposed to needing something ultra processed to get a flavor. It's like I have to get out of that mentality also of thinking ultra processed food is what I need to make me feel happy or that I didn't miss out on something. Um, so, I don't know. I realize these bad habits and what do they call it? Mental thought process. I'm trying to think back in my psychology class, mental thought MTPs. It's like I realize this MTP, this mental thought process of mine, but I don't know. I don't know how to change it honestly. I guess it takes continued practice, daily practice. Um, I think I have to be. I think I have to practice in the situations of like going out to eat and being more cognizant of what I'm putting into my body. I'm just thinking about tomorrow when I go to Queasy. I'm going to actually look at the menu prior. I mean, I've been there already, so I know what is low carb and what isn't, and what's somewhat healthier than other stuff. So I'll probably do the low carb hibachi. Might get steak and chicken and or shrimp, and they give you vegetables. There's egg in it, I believe. I don't know what's in their sauce, but I won't use any yum yum sauce or spicy mayo because it's all seed oils in their mayonnaise, I'm sure. I'm sure they use oils in the cooking process also. But you just do your best, I guess. Um, so I know it definitely has to be a daily process. It's just remembering daily of, I guess, what you want to accomplish. That's kind of the hard part for me, also. It's like one day I'll feel this way, and then the next day it kind of all goes out the window. Not because I'm just like, it's not because I no longer care, it's just, it's like it's not on my mind. Um, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like this past weekend when I went to Mississippi. I guess what was on my mind was I'm with friends and I want to have a good time and I'm going to eat whatever. And just something I noticed also, it's we went to so actually both friends, uh, Sam. Sam is I don't know if he's watching this. I'm talking about him now. Sam is usually very well, not usually. I think always pretty healthy. He doesn't also eat pork, and like I noticed at the restaurant, he just got a chicken salad. And for some reason, I thought, like, I don't know where my mind was. It was just like, oh, this Philly cheesesteak sounds great on the hoagie roll. And for, I think for some reason, it's like in my mind, I'm thinking, we're having a good time. I'm happy. I got the dopamine flowing. Something to do with dopamine. The dopamine's flowing. Like, I'm enjoying myself being around friends. And I feel like I have to enhance or increase that dopamine with a hit of food. It was so anyway, I was during the meal, I was eating the sandwich and I mean it was delicious. It was really good. Um but then I like looked at Sam and I was thinking about asking him like how his food was and I realized that he just got a salad. It was like a Caesar salad with chicken. It was healthy. And I'm just at that point, like something in my mind clicked. It's like, why did I feel like I had to eat this sandwich with a side of fries? And prior to that, I also had a salad with, I would say Catalina. It wasn't Catalina, it's French dressing, which is most likely primarily sugar. So why did I feel like I had to eat this type of food around friends? That's what I didn't really understand. I kind of, it's just like I caught that moment. And because when I looked at Sam, I'm like, he's not eating this sandwich. He's just eating a salad. It made me think, why can't I just eat a salad? It's why must I indulge in this rich food, the hoagie roll, and man, that was high in carbs and the fries. It's like, why do I have to indulge in this? Why can't I also eat healthy when I'm with friends? Um, so I don't know. I don't know if it is something to do with the dopamine. Like I feel good, and I want to feel even better. Like I need more of a dopamine hit. So I've noticed that. So I can't recall a time when I've ever regretted not eating. Wait, make sure I say that right. I regret eating something more than I regret not eating something. And I think I have to remember that. It's like I don't know if I would actually classify it as regret. Like I don't really regret eating that sandwich in that particular meal. Um, I guess I just feel like I have to understand myself better on why I thought I should eat that at that time. Like, why couldn't I don't necessarily have to have just a salad. I could have done like grilled chicken or a steak or something. Um, so like, why do I go to the foods that I know I shouldn't be eating and don't want to be eating? In the sense of don't want to be eating because it's high carb. I want to be eating low carb and trying to lose weight. Of course, my taste buds just, I guess, want that food, the ultra processed, addictive food. So, I don't know. As I'm making this video, I'm just thinking about all these things. Um, it's like it's just this autopilot process that I have, and I don't know how to change. Um, I guess I just have to be more aware of what I want to eat. Like, instead of thinking about, typically when I eat that way, I think about the bad food that I want to eat. Whereas I think I need to change. I don't know if this will actually correct my issue, but I think I at least need to change that thought process into thinking, what healthy thing am I going to eat? And also looking at the menu prior to going to the restaurant to get a better idea. Like, set myself up for success rather than set myself up for failure. Because if I go into a restaurant already thinking about these ultra processed foods that I don't want to be eating, it's like it's game over at that point. It's like I'm definitely going to be eating something. So I think having a game plan is probably going to help me a lot in that regard. And then the whole thought process of wanting to just have increased dopamine while with friends. Yeah, I don't really know how I can work on that. Um, I know that friends also want to eat healthy, like Sam when he had that salad. So I have to. I think maybe in that situation, what would work best is just realizing that it's not about the food. It's like I'm not with friends for the food. I'm not with friends to eat with them. It's like that's not why I'm there. It's nice to do with them, of course, but that's not why I'm there. I'm not there to eat ultra processed food that makes me feel mentally ill. I'm not there to do that. I'm not there to crash my diet. I'm not there to ruin my weight loss goals or to keep me off of this diet and make me feel like trash for a week longer. It's like that's not what I'm there to do. I'm there to be with friends, enjoy the time together, and make the best of it. And that shouldn't require ultra processed food. That should not require that. So I think I just have to, like I said, be kind to myself. I have to be more cognizant of things. I have to be more, I don't know why, but I feel like I have to be more calm and relaxed about this. It's like it's not all about the food. Nothing is going to happen if I don't get the type of food that I want. It's like the ultra processed food cravings just like shock my brain into just wanting to indulge in anything. And I have to be able to control that better. I have to be able to control my thought process and like this addiction. I think that's maybe what it all boils down to is being addicted to the ultra processed food and carbs from living my whole life that way, basically. So, anyway, I didn't expect this to be this long. Um, if you have any advice about what I said, I greatly appreciate hearing what you say. Hopefully, it's constructive criticism and not just criticism. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.